Let me ask you something. Have you ever been with a woman you deeply care about, but you hesitate when it comes to asking for intimacy because you're afraid of rejection or worse, ruining the connection? Most men think intimacy is only about timing or boldness, but the truth is women don't respond to words first. They respond to how you make them feel. And if you don't understand the psychology behind it, you'll either come across as needy, pushy, or disconnected. Today, I'm going to share with you the deep psychology of how to ask a woman for intimacy in a way that makes her feel safe, desired, and deeply connected to you. In this video, we're diving into a topic that so many men struggle with, but almost no one talks about openly: how to ask a woman for intimacy the right way. Because let's be honest, intimacy isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's psychological, and it's deeply personal. If you get this wrong, you might create distance in your relationship. But if you get it right, you'll build a level of trust, attraction, and closeness that most men only dream about. I'm not here to give you cheesy pickup lines or manipulative tricks. What I'm about to share is rooted in real psychology, real relationship dynamics, and real human connection. In this video, I'm going to break it down into clear steps with real-life examples so that by the end, you'll know exactly how to approach intimacy in a way that feels natural, respectful, and irresistible to her. So, if you've ever wondered, how do I ask for intimacy without sounding needy? How do I create the right emotional space? And how do I make her actually want to say yes, not out of pressure, but out of desire? Then stay with me, because this is going to change the way you look at intimacy forever. Point 1. Build emotional safety. First, here's the truth. A woman cannot truly open up physically if she doesn't feel safe emotionally. Intimacy starts way before the bedroom. It starts in the way you make her feel understood, respected, and valued. Think about it. Imagine you're having a conversation and she shares something vulnerable with you. If you respond with judgment or dismissiveness, you break her trust. But if you listen, validate her feelings, and show empathy, that's where intimacy begins. The next time you're with her, slow down. Look her in the eyes, put your phone away, and give her your full presence. That small shift builds a sense of safety that makes intimacy natural, not forced. Point 2. Use non-verbal connection. Before words. Most men rush into asking with words, "Can we?" or "Do you want to?" But intimacy isn't a business contract. Women respond to energy, not negotiations. Non-verbal cues, like gentle touch, holding her hand, or sitting close, communicate desire far more effectively than words alone. If she leans in, touches you back, or maintains eye contact, that's her way of saying she's receptive. Pay attention to her body language. If she mirrors your movements, lingers in your touch, or doesn't pull away, that's green light energy. Build the atmosphere before you even ask. Point 3. Speak desire, not obligation. Here's where most men go wrong. They ask in a way that sounds like a request for permission, not an expression of passion. Women don't want to feel pressured, but they also don't want to feel like you're asking for a favor. Instead of, "Can we do this?" Try something like, "I really want to feel close to you right now." See the difference? One is obligation, the other is desire. Use I statements. Say, "I want to be close to you," instead of, "Do you want to do this?" It's about inviting her into your desire, not putting her on the spot. Point 4. Timing is everything. Intimacy is about rhythm. If you ask when she's tired, stressed, or emotionally distant, you'll almost always get resistance. But if you build up moments of joy, laughter, and closeness first, asking becomes almost unnecessary. Notice her mood. If she's relaxed, laughing, and leaning into you, that's when connection is ripe. Intimacy should flow, not feel forced. Point 5. Respect boundaries, don't push them. This is huge. A woman will actually trust and desire you more if you respect her boundaries. If she says no, don't sulk, don't guilt trip, don't pressure. That only creates distance. Instead, show her that her comfort matters more than your need. Ironically, when you take the pressure off, you create the freedom for her to desire you more deeply later. If she says no, smile and say, "That's okay, I just enjoy being with you." That one line communicates maturity, strength, and emotional control. Point 6. Create emotional aftercare. Intimacy doesn't end when the moment ends. Women feel closest to you when you make them feel cherished afterward. Whether it's cuddling, a soft touch, or simply saying, "I loved being close to you." That's what leaves a lasting impression. Because intimacy isn't just about what happens physically, it's about how she feels emotionally afterward. After intimacy, don't rush into distractions like your phone or TV. Be present. That presence is what builds long-term connection. So, let's bring it all together. Asking a woman for intimacy isn't about pushing, begging, or convincing. It's about creating a space where she feels safe, desired, and connected to you. Remember these 6 keys. 1. Build emotional safety. 2. Use nonverbal connection before words. 3. Speak desire, not obligation. 4. Choose the right timing. 5. Respect her boundaries. 6. Create emotional aftercare. When you apply these, intimacy doesn't feel like something you're asking for. It feels like something you both naturally share. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 6 points hit you the most? Was it the idea of emotional safety, or maybe learning how to use non-verbal signals first? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if this video gave you clarity, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Trust me, these insights can change relationships forever. Until then, take care, keep growing, and remember, real intimacy begins with emotional connection.